windblown look. I am so back. Cattling, as I have officially named myself Caught. It coincides with my SAG, which is Screen Actors Guild, the screen name. Oh, Mark. Yeah, I don't want to like bum you out and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really grateful to be back here in sunny Southern Cal, even though the abominable Newsom and cohorts, it's the fault of the California government. It really is, to allow all these so-called the wildfire, and I would say the word wild is put in there intentionally. It's not wild, it's man-made wildfire. Okay, if you want to insist the word wild, man-made wildfire in California. Pardon me, I have a little cold. Thank to Christopher, my good buddy and friend. I think he got a little jealous before I went to Colorado, so hung out with me like 2-3 days in a row. Went to a wedding, and then a abundant lobster meal that I cannot turn down because he knows that I have a greedy mouth. Who's gonna turn down all you can eat lobsters? I had 17 of them, and they're big and red, full of juicy green stuff, whatever that is, right in the midst of it. That's what I want. So if you ever want to throw away some lobster heads, send them my way. That's all. That's my intro. Anyways, I was kind of ill when I was in Colorado, a little bit. Now I'm back. Thank Jesus. Everything, I guess it didn't go 100% well. So my rundown in Colorado, Boulder in particular, this time I will publish more videos later, was that I got a blood drawn that took 72 gallon tubes, which is like cc a tube. So it still adds up to like at least 3/4 of a gallon of blood. Just imagine that. But all for the good cause, hopefully, because it is very expensive. But what's the price of your machinery, your health, and compared to I don't know what else is there compared to giving your tithes to the living God and then take care of yourself. So with Regenics, I mean, it's very hard for me to I don't want to say bounce back, but under the weather, the condition, I gotta just damn, I just gotta go in the summertime, because I was always rolling the dice, you see. And well, if you've been to Vegas, you know how it is, right? You roll the dice and you pray to God that the weather's gonna be good, but it turned sour on me. But thank goodness, I mean, everything worked out good. I had the, what do you call this? I think I'm going to get a smaller breast. Dr. Centino was right about something that's, the weight of the boobies. And then when I put on the straps, I have to get rid of them. It presses on these nerves, which is like C6, C7. If you don't know what it is, then forget about it. Cervicals. So your cervicals, if I pronounce it properly, if not, then please don't write me. Just stick it up your ass. It's the cervical 6-7 that goes to the hand, and that was like oppressed. So I had hydrodissection before with crazy handsome Dr. Handsome. I don't know where he's really crazy, because he did my hand hydrodissection without anesthesia. But anyways, this is what I'm not trying not to get into today, because I just had these so-called interscalene, these group of ligaments injected with PRP, my own super concentrated platelets, which are powerful. And it gives me the motivation to get, like Tarzan, get stronger. Even fighting in the midst of the snowstorm with the bug. I pray to God I didn't give it to anybody. But anyway, so that bug that, found me, I did not acquire it. It just got to me. My beloved friend Christopher could not stay away from me. I had to give me a kiss like the Judas. What can I do? I love my friend. I'm not gonna ostracize them or chastise them overly for it. I just need to be healed completely from this. And the bad thing happened to me in Colorado was that, out of the goodness of the heart of my friend, took me to a CU game, the Colorado Buffalo versus USC. The security was so tight. There were really details. I guess I could not show everything. If I show everything, I have to have my own channel, 24/7 broadcasted. Maybe we'll get enough subscribers who say, we want to see that goofy Chinese broadcasting herself, making a fool out of herself. Well, yeah, if you went with me, I just took the video by myself at the CU Colorado Stadium. It was crazy. It was like the Nairos. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating, like the Romans, the Colosseum, and people were going nuts. So I didn't do anything bad, but I managed to capture a little bit of video that how the creepy Nazi type of the man bun wanted to be a cop, but who isn't a cop in a green vest. Sadly, I always try to vehemently defend the white people because I feel like they're being attacked by the left-wing media. But sadly, in this case, in my case, like I said, in Colorado, I personally have faced the persecutions by, yes, I use this term loosely, the misled, the misguided white supremacists, I suppose, singled me out. And with two other, rent-a-cops or real cops that threw me out of the CU Stadium. So shame on you for doing that because you're ruining the reputation for your race, basically. I really believe that our founding father, I'm an American, and I do not deserve to be treated like some kind of little Oriental slave, even though I make fun of myself. That's okay. If I do that, like I call myself a nigger or whatever, how black people say, hey, homie or something, or nigger. They told me it's okay. Well, I don't know what's okay anymore. They say just go up to a black guy and say, hey, what's up, nigga? It's okay to say nigga. And then in a, I guess, friendly way? I don't know. I tried it one time to a total stranger in a nightclub, and I got totally chastised. So, veer off from that, what I really want to tell you is that this today is a tragic day for our great country, United States of America. The damn Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer's, especially this shifty Adam Schiff. It's so fucking embarrassing. I just don't think there's any brain in West Hollywood that voted, the Democrats that voted a resolution against Donald Trump because they are so full of jealousy, just like the old days, the Jews. I'm talking about the ones that in the Bible days that the phony hypocrisy of those who are in high places. They're the so-called Pharisees. They're like the Congress people of those days of Jesus that they gnash their teeth. They're like, oh, everybody gone after Jesus because why not? Jesus, he was like a hippie and He touches you and you're good. You're okay. He's able to raise the dead. Remember that. He raised the dead. He did it to Lazarus, and he even said it. This is to show God's glory, because when Lazarus was sick for 3 days, Jesus intended not move forward where he was staying at, because the disciple says, come and quickly, because Lazarus is near death. He said, no, he said, no, don't worry, this is for the glorification of God. So he lingered and waited 3 days. I believe there is a nuance. If you don't know what nuance is, look it up. It's not nuisance, it's nuance. It means there's nougats. I like to use the word and to pronounce nougats, because when I said nougats last time, my friend Ray chastised me. He says, nugget. No, I want to say nugget, okay? I'm rebellious, and don't come down on me like a ton of bricks. It made me feel bad. It made me feel like I'm just a worthless FOB. I am trying. I'm an American, so fuck off. Anyways, the thing was, everybody was going after Jesus. They loved Jesus. Why not? He was just an ordinary dude. Totally. He didn't he just go out. Remember, he went out to a boat because he knew people were going to crowd him, and all they wanted was touch him. If I only touched the hem of his garment, I would be healed. He was widely popular. You would too, if you were able to feed 5,000 with nothing. I mean, literally. And they didn't have crappy food. It was this kid in the crowd, because everybody just follow him. They're mesmerized by this guy. And then the disciples of Jesus said, we don't have nothing to feed them. We're somewhere wilderness, Hawthorne Mountains, or God knows where. But yeah, it cannot be in California, because damn Gavin Newsom want to burn you to death. And then blame it on damn climate change, so he can put his hand out for more federal money. And then he praised the Trump administration because he's a whore. Gavin Newsom, you're a whore. Get off Sacramento, unless we go yank you out. Recall Gavin Newsom now. I think that's a website. Look it up. I'm pretty sure it's legit. So sign your petition, mail it with your signature, because they will try to pick on it. But it is official. It's official. But this impeachment, so-called inquiry, it's a bunch of bullshit against Donald Trump. So bug off. Because Donald Trump, when I say about Jesus, he's so popular, and these just think about the Judas, the Pharisees. They're gnashing their teeth. The Adam, Schiff are like, we go, what are we gonna do? All the people are going after him. They're going crazy for Jesus. We love Donald Trump because Donald Trump is for us, for us, the little people, not like you lying freaking Nancy Pelosi's, your damn ass socialists, and hijacked the Democratic Party. It's no more the party of the Kennedys, but now it's a party of Stalin, and it's a party of the Soviet Union. People say the kangaroo court. Think about the kangaroo. I don't know how that goes. It's like the kangaroos got the little bag full of stuff, like, oh okay. I'm not sure how it works, but raise your paw and say, yeah, condemn for what? For no freaking reason. No, seriously, any stupid, unless you're brainwashed by hatred. And people like that, when they get together, they can say, oh, someday, did you hear like Donald Trump is getting impeached? Yeah. Then they high-five themselves. But watch out, because there is a God of heaven and earth who looks upon all, and he said, vengeance is mine and I will repay. I think this is still the Santa Ana win. So, while you're celebrating, just like the people, children of Israel, they said, we want meat in the wilderness. So God rained like unbelievable from eyes can see, the millions of quails that came upon the children of Israel. And then when they went and grabbed those quails, and it says in the word, the meat, they're still chewing on it in their mouths, because they go, oh, we got what we wanted. This is what they wanted. Boom! God. strike them. Strike them. You can read it. Camps just wiped out. So, don't you make me mad. Don't you make me mad. But they are. Adam Schiff is a slithery snake. So we got to cut off the head of the serpent and remove Adam Schiff. And I think something awful is gonna come back to them. And everybody knows the hand of God is in this. Because all these Democrats have voted for so-called resolution, the phony resolution. And you know what happened? You know what happened? Joe Biden and his son, they're crooked. You cannot deal with Chinese without speaking their language. And how do you get $1.5 billion? Chinese people are stingy. They're not gonna give you $1. I think Donald Trump Jr., I saw him say that. He said, the Chinese won't give me $1 without you having some kind of reciprocation. They're very stingy people. And I can attest to that. Not that I was stingy, but I was in hard labor. I could not make some fucking shoelaces for a couple noodles. That's why I worked my ass off. That's why I got no ass. Because they they milk it out of me. I mean, not literally, but see, go away, this infirmity and his sickness be gone in Jesus' name. So yeah, he's with us because he's a creator of the universe, omniscient Jesus. It's not like a mythical figure. Anyways, this I can guarantee you, this so-called fake inquiry of impeachment of Donald Trump is gonna completely wipe out the Democrats because they're jumping on this bandwagon that's going down the steep hill. They're gonna go, oh yeah, okay, this is what happens. Impeach, they say like this, right? And now they got the shitload of these Democrats. They have to get them on board, and boom, they're all gonna fall. Because, even a fucking kid, excuse my language, I mean, anybody who had no brain can understand what the problem was. The problem was that Donald Trump was not one of them, and miraculously he was elected in 2016. But before that even happened, Obama had ordered the CIA, of course, the Brennan, the bad guys, James Comey, even the Mueller, they had this so-called FISA, it's a secret court, FISA, some kind of foreign thing, to surveillance warrant, to put a survey, meaning they freaking put a bug in your living room, in your couches, maybe in your toilets. Just think about that as an American, as a human being. That's communism. And so they secretly surveyed a citizen, an innocent. He was just a business person, Donald Trump, and to bring him down, all based. So in order to get that court order, they faked this so-called dossier. I mean, when you hear the word dossier, just think about some kind of a sex novel. It's somebody who wrote up this sex novel and is paid for by Hillary Clinton. Look it up, DNC, pay for it. Fusion GPS. So with all that said, they've been trying to even squash Donald Trump. They hated him just like the Pharisees hated Jesus. They wanted to execute Jesus. And if these evil serpent snakes, the Democrats, if they can do on the Capitol Hills, and they didn't get there really, through no fault of our own. We allowed it. When I say we as a whole, as the whole United States, allow this gradually to happen because of the cheats by the Democrats that have taken over this whole system, electoral system. So now they even try to stifle citizenship question in the census. Everything they yell out that's racist or we're for diversity is a bunch of bullshit, buffalo chips. If you that's good, yeah, because the damn buffalo fuckers, I have no favor towards them because the asshole did not run. Ralphie didn't run on the CU Stadium, so that pissed me off. And then they're the true racists, the people that trying to ruin me that I am a patriot, okay? So you're trying to fuck with me. You're fucking with the wrong person, assholes. Anyways, I still believe that there's gonna be a turning point because it's so obvious. All these fake charges, just like the old days, the Pharisees put jam, the crown, the thorns, and they could not figure what's wrong with Jesus. They said that, he said, they told Pilate, don't say that, don't write he's the king of the Jews, but write that he says that I'm the king of the Jews. I mean, what's the fucking difference? You're a bunch of hypocrites. You're a bunch of brood of vipers. That's what Jesus called them. So these Democrats, Adam Schiff, they're brood of vipers. So they spend $45 million, 3 years with this Mueller, and then try to do this so-called Russian probe, and enrich, fattened all your Democrat politicians. Every donor, Clinton donors, was on that investigative group that Robert Mueller hired. Where do you think your money goes? I mean, if you're still gonna cheer for the bad guys, then you got your fucking head screwed backwards. You need to unscrew it and examine it, and perhaps it's no good. You just have to get rid of it, get a whole new brain. Seriously. So it is so obvious they failed, and then right away they tried to, that failed, because even after $45 million, this guy Mueller says, I mean, he's not a good guy, because he didn't even know what the hell was going on. He said, I don't know GPS, fusion GPS. That's the big ace card that the Clinton and Obama held GPS, their card. Glenn Sampson went and got this dossier written by some British idiot spy. Anyway, so that failed miserably, and immediately they tried to cook up this, conjure up this Ukraine, when in fact Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden, who's a moron, who's a failure, even the Navy kicked him out. When you're AWOL from the Navy, they give you dishonorable discharge, but it's hard to get there. Some idiot called me. Get off me. Get off your scam call. Anyway, so yeah, I guess I'm getting a lot of telemarketers. Don't call me here when I'm trying to videotape. Anyway, so this is a bunch of bullshit, and you can see it for yourself. If you don't, then, like I said, you need to have your head examined. So this phony Ukraine deal, when Donald Trump says, he kept saying the word, the perfect call. Yeah, it is. You congratulate somebody and say, hey, that's his job, Donald Trump's job, for $1.5 billion stolen tax dollars, and because of Joe Biden, his son Hunter Biden, again, no experience in any kind of petroleum, gas, or whatever. I mean, let's just say, you're trying to be a fox in a hen house, all right, Joe Biden. What it is using his vice president position now to say, oh, well, if you're going to investigate my corruption, or Hunter Biden and I, because they make gazillions. I don't even know how much money. I mean, just saying, I don't want to sound stupid, but I have not seen $1 million cash, and people say, in the suitcase in my whole life yet. So maybe that should be on my bucket list, all right? See it with my own eyes, touch it, own it. I don't know, care for how long, because somebody might try to kill me over that fucking suitcase, and I believe my life is worth more than that. So, you guys cannot fathom, because you're stupid if you cannot fathom that this whole twisting, and I break that twisting by the Democrats, twisting the story, because the real bad guys are Joe Biden. They say, oh, no, don't look over there. There's nothing to see here. Hillary Clinton and Obama. And just because they cheated the votes in California, that's why they have more seats. They try to pack this stupid house, by saying, oh, we have all these people, when in fact, all the people that are registering to vote in California are mostly illegal. And then they harvest the ballots by collecting these people that do not exist, they're not here legally. They just vote for them because they don't even speak the fucking language. They just say, we're putting on you on fucking welfare, you're leeching off the government, and whatever. Send your kids to our school so that they fucked up a whole school system. You know how it is, right? It's not like we're not kind-hearted people, but they're to a certain point, if you rape and pillage, to a certain point that you're being torn apart by these wolves in sheepskin. So they pretend, the Democrats pretend they're for little people. No, they're for people that do not belong here. Wait till they flood the 42 million South American, Central America in our country. And what about the whole fucking China? What about that? Huh? They want the whole fucking China here living off us. They got Chinese people landing here in LAX every fucking day and never go back. Pretty soon they're infiltrating your schools. Now you see there's some kind of Andrew Yang running for the presidency. You're gonna see some fucking communists, and we're gonna be ending up like fucking Hong Kong, where you can have no liberty, you cannot speak against the government. That's what you want? You fools. Alright, I'm pretty pissed off. This is all about the phony faking impeachment, and then the goddamn California government, Newsom, tried to kill us all and blame it on climate change and burn us out of our homes so they can, fulfill the Agenda 21, which is the globalism to flood us. That's great, because they flood you out, they burned you out, and then you can never come back and rebuild because they make the rebuild code so difficult, you cannot rebuild. So then you're out there on the streets, and then that's why you have 65 thousands of homeless on any given day, pooping and shitting and then poisoning our other supplies. Yeah, great. So that they can bring in the mob, come on in, because they have not only no love for America, the Democrats actually hate America, and that's why they want to dismantle, wipe out America from the face of the earth and start their own little global community. Like maybe they call it George Soros. That's his dream society, whatever. So bug off, George Soros. You will not win. At least not in my days. So help us God.